So I will make some forward-looking statement. As Ian mentioned, he is an optimist. I am too, as I am a geological engineer, but also an entrepreneur, being the founder of the company. So Sirios explore in Uichi James Bay for more than 25 years, as I started the company 28 years ago. So currently we own 6 different projects in James Bay, and all our projects have a potential for both gold and lithium at different level, but let's say high to very high potential. So I'll talk firstly about the Chichu project, which is our flagship in the center of that map, and then some word about the Aquilon, which is at the northern east part of the map, and some word about Masqua and LE52. Please note that the Pontax property in the southern part of the map is a previous lithium discovery that we did in 2009, but we spun off that project. And only to mention that we know and we develop expertise how to explore and work in this particular area of the province. So let's talk about our flagship. So Chichu, from a grassroots initial project, we succeed and discover a significant gold deposit. We did the maiden resource estimation in late 2019 and a second update of the resource estimation in December of last year. So we were quite pleased to announce improvement of the quality of the deposit as we realized a significant increase in the grade of the deposit up to 0.94 gram of gold per ton for 1.4 million ounce indicated resource and 500,000 ounce in inferred. We still believe there's a significant growth potential for the deposit. This map shows the main block of the Chichu property. Please note that the deposit in the red rectangle on the map is only 15 kilometers away from the Newmont Eleanor gold mine, which began gold production in 2015. So this is a close-up of the deposit area. The gold mineralization is essentially located close to a regional contact between 2 different geological sub-provinces. That contact is very, very important for all the whole area of James Bay. So the gold mineralization is essentially hosted in the intrusion, which is, let's say, a reduced intrusion-related gold deposit system. There are numerous high-grade zones within the intrusion which are surrounded by low-grade envelope. Again, I already mentioned the indicated and inferred resource with a grade which is now close to 1 gram per ton. The blue color is the metasedimentary rock, while the gray one is the tonalite intrusion. So the latest result we got from last fall is that we start to find gold mineralization outside the deposit within the metasedimentary rocks. So this summer, we will work to do a follow-up on this because we see a potential to find, if not a satellite zone, but maybe another deposit strictly hosted in the Metagre-Waikiki, close to the intrusion, but clearly outside of it. In that trench that we dig last fall, we hit up to 2.65 gram of gold per ton over 11 meter, which is quite a higher grade than the average we have in the deposit. Let's talk about a short view about the economic property to the northeastern part of the James Bay. Through the years, we discover more than 30 high-grade bonanza-type lode gold showing. And the recent news is that last December, we did sign an agreement with Sumitomo Mining Canada, which is a major mining gold producer from Japan. And we are operating a project in which they will invest up to $15 million in the next 6 years. The project, we are working currently on it this winter for the first winter program, and we will continue this summer with the goal of having the project ready to drill at the end of this year. So we may expect the first drilling program with them next winter. Let's talk about lithium now. Again, this is a regional view of James Bay. You can see, okay. It's quite obvious that the first wave of the Australian journal exploring James Bay, they started with the already known lithium occurrence or deposit. Lithium occurrence that through the last decade, we were walking on it without any interest. So we can see here in that area, and these are the deposit and the discovery that we did in 2009 being now explored by Australian companies. I'll talk about Chichu again, our main project, our main gold project, LE52 and Mascua. Here, on the main block of the Chichu property, you can see the location of the deposit, the gold deposit, but through the previous mapping and prospecting program that we did identify numerous boulder, lithium or spodumene-bearing boulder on the property. So to secure the possible bedrock source of lithium, we extend the size of the property to the northeast, which is, as you can see here, the ice direction, the glaciation ice direction. So we protect the up ice area of these boulders. Here on that map, all the pink color that you see is already pegmatite being mapped by the government agencies. So it will be easy for us this summer in parallel or in addition with the program of prospecting that we'll have for gold here, we will also initiate a serious and systematic follow-up about lithium on the property. So we think that it's probably the highest probability of lithium find for Sirios on one of our properties. Let's talk about Mascua and lithium and LE52 that we saw on the regional map. On this slide, you can see these colors represent high percentile value of lithium in the lake bottom sediment survey did by the government. It's based on statistic of more than 5,000 samples. However, it's not the main, let's say, pathfinder. It's important, it's indicative, but for us, something which is very important is the line that you see here and this one. This indicates, again, the frontier between the two geological sub-provinces of Pinaca and La Grande. And we think that potential for lithium-bearing pegmatite, as well as for gold, is both the location close to that contact and also signal with other element factor like the lake bottom sediment. So it's very important, and we are not afraid to be involved or to explore in intrusive or intrusion granitic domain rather than strictly the volcano-sedimentary belt. These, if you look at the map from the other presenter, you could realize that all the location of almost all the gold being found in James Bay, as well as the lithium deposit and lithium find, are close to that contact. It's very important. Roughly, so a company is a team of many people involved, in addition to the field crew of geologists that we have. So we have a strong group of people, very devoted, with expertise in exploration, mining finance, and also management of exploration project and even construction or mining construction. Today, at Sirios, there's 268 million shares outstanding. Our main shareholder is Newmont, the biggest gold producer in the world, and we have a strong support from our shareholder. Now, the actual market cap is around $16 million. So Sirios, it's really a good bet because we have already a good asset, a good discovery of gold beneath our feet, in addition to a very high potential for blue sky lithium discovery in James Bay. Thank you.